Hello and welcome to another episode of News Around the Globe here on Food and Health Communications. My name is Victor Wabari.
My name is Eunice Felicity.
Yeah, so Eunice, you want to tell us about your weekend? How did it go?
My weekend went smooth. It went well. There was no drama, no, well, just normal house chores and the rest. That
Mm,
was it.
oh, so, no dramas to hers. Well, even though she would ask me how mine went well, went
I
good.
was, I was about to ask how yours went.
You didn't care about me.
I'm
So
sorry. Okay, how was your weekend?
my weekend was good.
Okay,
I
so
had time this weekend to do a thing or two. I had to do some chores. I had to do some cleanups. I had to cook for my mom. Yeah, I
ah,
did cook.
so you can cook.
I did cook this
Wow.
weekend actually.
What did you cook?
I made chips.
Is that is that cook? Look at this man.
Well, wherever you call it, I was in the kitchen. So, once again, welcome to News Around the Globe. Today we've got a couple of stories for you, making
Yeah.
the trends around and within us. We're going to talk about the Ondo Church, which is alleged that the pastor there hypnotized its members. So
Yeah.
much to talk about there in that
So much,
story. I
so
mean,
much.
I feel like digging deep into it, but let's just give you a rundown. We're also going to leave that story and tell you about, you know, the wedding, something sagacious in a wedding. I don't want to
Yeah.
open up this thing.
Yeah. Wedding. No, let me just give them the tips. Wedding, girlfriend dumps baby inside offering bag.
You you can imagine how it's gonna go, right? And then we're also going to tell you about some exam malpractices saga that
Yeah.
has been making the trends, and we also had this story coming from
The Redeemer School,
um,
people was drowned.
a sad
Yeah.
experience there. And we're also going to take stories from the international scene of how that's just yesterday, being the 4th of July, there was a parade of killing in
Mm.
Chicago, a terrible experience. And finally, we'll tell you that
Um,
thief steals.
Part of artificial football pitch at the Drobo for Man Stadium in Ghana.
I mean, it's so debasing, but it's so debasing how that some persons can actually bring themselves down. Now to the first story.
Hmm.
So, over the weekend,
Yeah.
we heard that in Ondo State, a church by the name All Believers Bible Church
Yes.
had, its members, some persons, about 77 of them,
Yes.
they were kept in the basement of the church. They were concealed there, you know, waiting for the coming of Christ. I mean,
Hallelujah.
the pastor asked them, not to go to work, no schooling,
Nothing.
nothing, just be
Just
there
being in the
in one
basement,
place in the basement,
and
you know,
Christ will come down and
exactly,
meet you
and
and
meet
pick them
them there.
up
And he was
from the
even
basement.
he was so precise
Like,
that he said in September.
mm,
So they were looking at waiting
like
for
Noah in the ark.
exactly
Yes.
waiting for a month. Only God knows how long they've been in the basement. But on Sunday, it was uncovered, and we saw that policemen went there to arrest the pastor and set these people free. But the shocking thing, and this is what forms the basis of this discussion. How that after these persons were set free, they are now refusing to reunite with their family
Because they
members.
want to see Christ.
Don't you think they were hypnotized?
Well, before you will be hypnotized,
Mm-hmm.
there must be an agreement
Mm-hmm.
between the both parties. Like
Really?
yes, now, because there must have been something that brought them to the church for the pastor to hypnotize them.
Hmm.
Do you understand?
Hmm.
Because if they were attending other Bible believing
Mm-hmm.
churches, or if they were serving God
Mm-hmm.
truthfully,
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't have been in that position, in that situation, at that point where the devil had to, will I say the devil,
Oh,
where the pastor had to hypnotize them.
hypnotized them.
According, it's alleged.
Yeah.
So we don't know if it's true
But
or
it's got. I mean, it's got to be true because I can't imagine a sane human being who's an adult.
But
You've been going to church.
but they said they are waiting for the coming of Christ. You can't dispute that. You don't know if Christ has showed them revelation. But the Bible I read says I'm going to come like a thief in the night.
Of course.
He didn't tell me he's going to come in September.
Of course.
2022.
Of course.
After coronavirus.
But you know what gets me baffled is how people fall to the words of the so-called men of God. I mean, just the other week we talked about how, a pastor was, giving people to marry this one today, tomorrow go and carry this one.
Yeah, this one is not your type. This is your type. Carry this one.
Like,
You'll be switching people's husband and wife.
like I can't imagine it. But that was what happened. Now it's terrible that now after releasing these people from bondage, from captivity, from something that is not true, they are now refusing to reunite with their families. I can imagine
so
a wife who was in that basement now being released and not wanting to go back to her husband, not wanting to
crazy.
go back to, go back
To freedom.
To freedom. I mean,
Like you want bondage, you want to be caged in the basement. You don't want to move out. Well,
I know that in September there'll be okay. I can't predict it.
let's wait till then.
You wait.
All right, moving ahead, we'll be talking about the juiciest of all the juiciest news. We're talking about wedding. Girlfriend dumps baby inside offering basin. Now, let me give you a rundown of the story. I love all this type of juicy stories. So, this handsome man, very, very handsome man, he has been dating this girl for quite some time, and she gave birth for him. She gave birth to a child for him, like a few months old. The baby was like 2 months old baby. Then men are so wonderful. Your gender,
women are also so wonderful.
Your gender,
Women are so wonderful.
wait, your gender is so wonderful because why? Wait, let me land before you bury me. So this man, meanwhile, he was harboring another relationship behind, and telling that one, "You'll be my wife, you'll be my mother of my kids," unknowing to that one that he has a kid already with another mother of his kid. So she believed him, and he proposed to her, and they got married that day, on the day of their wedding. My beautiful auntie, according to their tradition in the church there, so the husband and the wife, they will stand in front of the church, then they'll hold a basin, and people will come and drop money, gifts, and all those stuff. So my beautiful auntie, she came with her own gifts, packaged, well packaged, and came and dropped her baby inside the basin. Like, she gave my uncle the best gift he could ever think of that day. And everywhere became so chaotic. They were like, why is she dropping a baby inside? But my brother could not say anything.
Of course.
He was mute. He just...
It just shows how I think the lady did the right thing. That
Of
was the
course.
peak of what she could do. I mean,
Like...
I can imagine the embarrassment, the shame. I mean, people
the
coming around,
heartbreak, the hurt,
You understand?
the pain she had to go through 9 months to bear that child for him, and then at the end of the day, he didn't get married to her. He was in a relationship with somebody else.
Yeah.
It's something.
I've always said it, and I'll keep on saying it. You're a man. I mean, you're the alpha, regardless of the relationship you're in. You're the alpha in that relationship. When I talk about alpha, you're not the beginning and the end. You're not Jesus, but God has made us that head figure there.
Yeah.
If I'm tired of this relationship, if I don't want you, I should be man enough to tell you.
We've been saying this countless times.
It just shows how CC some men can actually get down to becoming. If I don't, okay, I got you pregnant. You already have a baby for me. It's fine. I'll take responsibility of the baby. But here's the thing: I'm getting married. I don't need you in my life. Let's go seek for a divorce.
That's even painful.
No, it's not. It's better you tell that lady
Yes.
so she knows. Okay, he doesn't want me again.
But why will you
Take
not
charge
want
of
her
your
again?
baby.
For
Take
goodness sake,
responsibility of your baby.
you wanted her to, give birth to a
We
child,
are
for you,
humans.
and you don't want her again. Is that how life works?
Men feel they are humans. Today we are here, tomorrow we are gone. Today I'm
Wow.
with you.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
not me. I mean,
Mr.
that's
Wabere.
no.
Wow.
That's how some men actually.
All right. Please
And then we've got
continue.
some stories coming in, talking about so many things happening within the academic sector, talking about exam malpractices and the saga that has accompanied it so far. When I saw one story, I began to see catalogs of stories that have emanated. How that people in a bid to write, okay, a guy in a bid to write an exam for his girlfriend
Yes.
wrote wrote the exam and was caught.
Yes.
Right?
Please.
Yes.
You have to add his final year. He was in his final year.
Please,
The lady
just
was also
tell
in
us
her
the story.
final year.
Tell us the story.
No,
Eunice.
just
You're gonna be more detailed because these are things you like to
okay.
talk about.
All right.
Yes.
So this guy
Mhm.
was in his final year, and his supposed girlfriend was also in her final year. So she wanted to write. She wanted to take her exams, but she didn't. She wasn't like prepared for that exam. So as a lover boy and love doctor and supporting boyfriend, he had to go and take that exam for her.
How far some guys can go
For love.
for love.
For love.
Oh my
Add
God.
that. Hallelujah. So he went into the examination hall and he wrote the exams. Unfortunately for him, unfortunately for him, he was caught. But he was caught by a lecturer that liked him so much. But the lecturer, despite the fact that he liked him, he was like, I can't let this guy go scot-free. He broke the rules. He's not supposed to do this. And for the fact that I regarded him so much,
Yeah.
he was supposed to live up to standard, not do this.
That's right.
Not stoop too low to this. You
That's
get?
right.
So he was not like, okay, instead of expelling you, we are going to give you additional 2 years in the school. Now, here's the funniest part. Uncle was still in school. Auntie graduated and left him.
Uncle was staying in school, was studying.
Uncle was still in school studying.
Auntie married.
Auntie Auntie finished her NYSC. Uncle was still in school. Auntie got married.
What is the end of Uncle? No, that's what you get. That's what. But it's a really tragic one.
What you do for love?
It's a really tragic one.
What you would do?
And the girl did not marry
Do
him.
for love. How will she marry him? He's still a student now. How will she marry a student?
I mean, so it's just so funny. It's just so tragic. Please, in as much as there's certain things you want to do for your partner for the sake of love, be careful. Do not do the wrong things. Do not do the wrong things for the sake of love. If you must do things for the sake of love, do the right thing.
Do the right thing. He's supposed to be even encouraging her to read her books, take her exams herself, not even helping her, assisting her. Now look at what he has gone through because of the same lady.
Well, that's that about it for that guy. And we also have this story coming in units from Redeemer School.
Yes.
About the pupil who was drowned.
He was taking a swimming lesson. A very young lad. He was taking a swimming lesson, and unfortunately for him, it went sour, and he drowned. So now the thing is, the police has shut down the school because they felt they were supposed to have like safety personnel there around the swimming pool.
Yeah.
If my children are taking swimming lessons, there are supposed to be safety personnel there, lifeguards, waiting for any mistake, so they can just dive in and say. But there were no lifeguards. The place was empty, and the child was taking. Even I'm not the person that was even teaching him the swimming lesson could not even rescue the child. And the child died.
And we have so many cases like that. Far beyond swimming to other activities. How the children.
Even in the playground.
People fall off from stairs.
From swings also. And they get injured. So please, we school owners, school authorities, we should take all measures
That's right.
to
To
keep our
safeguarding.
children
That's
safe,
right.
because the children are the leaders of tomorrow. If we keep killing them like this, because we are the one killing them,
Of
if we
course.
keep killing them like this, what leaders do we have for tomorrow?
Mm,
Instead, our today leaders will continue to lead tomorrow.
of
So
course. And when they
please
are gone, we have no leader.
have no leaders.
Please, school proprietors and proprietors around the world, please take necessary measure. And as we move to the foreign scene, we understand the horrible incident that happened just yesterday in Chicago. You know, there were the killings that happened there. This person came out to parade, to commemorate an independence in the
Yeah,
suburb of Chicago,
yeah,
and it was alleged that the shooting was done by by a policeman, a uniformed man,
hmm.
and killed about 6 persons, and about 30 persons
What was wrong with
were
him?
said to be. I don't know. You know, I think I think people, the heart of people can just be dampened in so many ways. I mean, you're a uniformed person. You've taken an oath. You've made an allegiance to
Yeah,
protect the lives of this persons, and you're the one
now
in
you're
reversal killing
killing
this
them.
person. It could just be that probably
He was
some.
not in the right frame of mind.
Is that
It,
yardstick?
it, it, it's not a yardstick. That's why we keep hating on the point that you have to take your health more
Yeah,
seriously. Your emotional health is very important,
very important.
because when it's being damp, it will just affect everything.
So, Eunice, do you say people should not go to work when they have in states, especially work that have to do with you having contact with people?
You won't even be
If you
productive.
won't be, because we've seen cases. If you go to the health sector, we've seen cases where doctors, because of the state of mind, probably they had a quarrel at home, and that doctor is going in for a
Please drop
surgery,
it,
and
drop it,
you know
drop it.
it
You
kills.
forgot scissors inside somebody's stomach.
Scissors. It's always scissors.
So many
Especially in
scissors.
the Nigerian, this is scissors.
Scissors. They're always forgetting scissors in people's stomach, or syringe.
Mm.
Oh,
Because
please,
I mean, and these
please,
are unnecessary mistakes that you wouldn't make
please,
if you are in the right frame of mind. It was a
please.
sad one, a very horrible experience over there in the United States in Chicago, yesterday, and I hope that what was supposed to be a commemoration of independence became a dark day,
A
became
very dark day.
a black day in the Chicago city of the United States. I hope that things get better and the
Amen.
government, braces up and ensure that such things do
Don't
not
occur
occur
again.
again. And
Alright.
then I think a final story, Eunice.
We have thief steals part of artificial football pitch at the Drobom Faman Stadium in Ghana.
That guy is not patriotic in the first place.
He's looking for money now. He's a hustler. He's a hustler. That's the word.
That you
Like,
that
it's
you now steal from your government.
the government have enough
No,
money
no,
to
I
replace it.
think he feels the government has stolen too much from me. I think he feels the government has stolen just too much
No,
from me, so he wanted to just let me just
he's
steal small.
patriotic.
He wasn't stealing.
He
He
he,
went to
he took
just
it.
he went to take his
He
thing.
took part of the share of the national cake.
But I come on. I think that's debasing. I mean that's so debate. And he probably took it to go sell it.
Yeah,
Because
that's
what
it.
you want to
What
do
you
with
want to do with it? He wants to sell it, and that boils down to the fact that the economy is really bad.
Mhm.
Because if the economy was
Good
hundred
enough.
percent
Yeah,
good,
someone will not think about that.
no,
He
it's
might
not like
have
we are
thought, yeah,
supporting his
of
act.
course, of
No,
course.
no, that's not right. Stealing is actually out of it. But the fact that we have to look at what actually caused the stealing.
Mm,
His state of mind.
that's right.
How was it? Do you know if he has eaten? What about his family?
Mm,
People are going through a lot.
mm,
What about his family? His children? Does he have children? What about his parents? Does he have parents? Where is he
mm,
living? You know, all those things comes to play when you're thinking about all the stealing part. You don't just look at this guy is a thief. He stole this. What caused the stealing?
that's right.
So that's why we are urging the government to do a lot of productive things for the youth, bring out so many schemes to help the youth, agricultural schemes, economic
Yeah,
schemes, things to empower them,
of
not
course.
just leaving them at home and calling them lazy youth.
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
like
Like
one
who?
like
Like who?
one of our
Your
grandpa,
daddy.
our grandpa.
Your zaddy.
No. All right. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching. This, as usual, is a production of the Food and Health Communication.
Yeah.
And as usual, I am Eunice Felicity.
Yeah. My name is Victor Wabery.
I was thinking you were going to do like this too.
No, men don't do that. Men look at you in the eyes and they tell you, I am Victor Wabery. That's how we do it.
Stay safe.
Eunice Felicity.
Stay safe.
Yeah, and please do also subscribe to our YouTube channel if you
Yeah.
haven't, and like our videos. And if you have any thoughts, contributions, comments, or whatever it is, still also put it in the comment section, and we'll do all to reach out to you. Till we come your way next time, we keep saying that a healthy community, right,
Is a wealthy
is
community.
a wealthy community. So stay healthy. Bye for now.